Hey YouTube, up and close, zoomed in, not playing the guitars thing, just the ones I've got lying about. Here is my 79, what does it say on the headstock? Washburn Hawk. Things of note already being, look, it's got a wooden truss rod cover, isn't that cool? Brass nut, which needs polished up, frets needs polished. This has got a, I think this might actually be a Brazilian rosewood fingerboard, possibly. 22 frets. There's a Washburn harmonic, no, what they call power sustain pickups, basically DiMarzio super distortions, but with the two screws on top. Both of them are push pull. Not on the Hawk. On the Falcon and the Eagle, they've got push pull volume controls on them, but not on the Hawk. I forgot about that. But because I've got the Falcon and Eagle, so this is the cheap one out of the three. I shouldn't call it the cheap one. I always call it the cheap one. I've got a wee bit of a halo going on behind me. Is that making the guitar less bright? Not really. Right. Yeah, I don't think these are the original knobs. I like the ones with the knurled bits. I think they're just the smooth ones that are normally on these. Les Paul layout. The splittable but not actually split in this guitar. Basically DiMarzio super distortions. Made by Maxon, I believe. These are the ones that are spec'd to be the same as what's in the Ibanez Artist, so they are actually Ibanez Super 70s, or they're the same as that, but hex poles in them to look like distortions, whatever they are. Yeah. Got a harmonic lock bridge, so it's brass saddles with a little clamp. You actually see this. G&L do a bridge like this nowadays. You've got an Allen key there, and on that side, and then once you've set your intonation and your action height, you can clamp it closed, and then it's through strung to the back. There you can see. Look at the. It's got a wooden matched cavity cover on the back. So that's the back of the guitar. Look at that. I think that's ash of some sort. It's basically the same kind of wood that my Washburn B28 string bass is made of on the back, but on the front, it's on this guitar. I think it's just the same piece of wood. So you've obviously, oh, it's not actually that obvious. You can see it there. The 1, 2, 3. It's a 3-piece neck through. See it there, it goes all the way at the top. So thinking there is the strings are going through the same piece of wood here at this end, so it's just the one or the same 3-piece. I would yeah. No, I mean, look at it. This like, I think it's this being the cheaper one. The difference between this and the more expensive ones. So basically, originally there was this and the Falcon were the only two you could get in 1979. I think it was 1980, 1981 that the Eagle came out as an even more expensive one. Was the Falcon had a separate top, so you get like a rosewood top. I've got that one. There's one with a maple top. It also had push pull coil splits, and it had an extra run of binding round the edge, and an ebony fingerboard and brass inlays, and more binding in the headstock. So actually quite a lot of things are different, but ultimately all the things that matter is a 5-piece neck. So the things that are actually different between them that make a difference to how it sounds are the 5-piece neck, and it's got coil splits. There's not really, basically they're all the same. This one doesn't have the crazy neck that the Falcon, maybe because, don't think it's because it's a Hawk. I think it's because it's an early one. Look at the depth to that. And that's the thing that was amazing me is, like, I was looking at that when I had that Gibson Les Paul in a couple of months ago, the one that was like from 1975 or something like that, and it was just so old. Look at the neck of this thing. I mean, it's bashed and it's got dents and stuff in it, but it doesn't look old, and it's only like this, like 79. If you look at the serial number in these, it starts 79, and you can tell it's a real Yamaki built machine because they're really shite at doing 9s and 8s. So you kind of look at it, and if you look, because there's an 8 there, you can see the 8's got a wee thin bit. The top of the 8's in this font, whereas in this one you can see it's the top bit that looks, the bottom bit that looks thinner, so that's actually a 9. So yeah, and it comes with Yamaki branded, Washburn branded Goto tuners. I'm trying to remember if the Faraday cage is in this. Does this one have the Faraday cage? Did I take it out? I'm going to do it anyway, just out of interest, because people will go, "What the hell are you talking about, Faraday cage?" If it's not in it, then at least you get to see the inside. But see, I've got a funny feeling this had it, and I might have stolen it, and put it in one of the other ones, the more expensive ones. I don't remember. But it's always exciting to see inside these things. I'm pretty sure this will run on a PCB as well, but a different type, not the kind of PCB you get in modern Gibsons. You know, the one that's done to make it cheaper. This is done to make it more expensive somehow. Oh. Help this last screws. So does it have the Faraday cage? It does. See? So the whole thing's sitting inside this metal biscuit tin. The Eagle and the Falcon both have like a valve cover, which is basically metal that pops into, so it shields all those cables. It's a bit mental. I'm not going to try and take it off because I've got a feeling one of the guitars I've got is a little bit fidgety to put it back on again, and it takes 5 minutes, so I can't bother taking it off. But there you go. So it's like just these unnecessary things that you get, and these, you can see that it's like it's actually matched. That's what that number basically just tells them which piece it is, because it must be from the same piece of wood. I mean, obviously the lines don't line up, but I think it's the same. There's some reason for doing it. There was a one of the Washburn A20s had a Japanese writing on the back in there, and it was this was on the Washburn fan page, and I got a Japanese guy to translate what the Japanese writing said, and and it translated from Japanese, it said "shite, paint black," because it basically meant this is very fancy wood, so some of it's going to slip through. It's maybe got knots in it, or maybe looks a bit shitty. So those are the ones that they're going to paint solid colours. But it was actually someone's A20, and it said on it shite grain, paint black. But there's no such thing as shite grain in this. These things are hand built. Again, I mean, I'm looking at those American hand built guitars. They're kind of much closer to this. This is much closer to them than nearly every other guitar. It's still kind of hand built. It's very, very durable though. I mean, that look at that coffee table finish. It's just rock solid. I don't think you can get these things cheap anymore. This, as I said, this is the Yamaki one, so it's got the hand carved. It's not got a flat top on it. You can tell if you're ever looking at the one. I can't get the angle right. If you look there, you can see how the binding gets fatter because it's thing. So if you're trying to decide which Washburn wing series it is you're looking at, if the binding there, if it gets fatter, it means it's a carved top. The carved top means it's a Yamaki one, probably. They kind of all look like this, whether it's the Falcon or the Eagle. You can sort of tell they're just more fancy looking. The later on post 83 ones are more like modern guitars. They don't have this super. I mean, the reason they don't make guitars like this because it'd be thousands of pounds to make. Look at the depth of that wood, and it's just shitty ash. It's not even specced. It's like madness. Rock on. I'm quite enjoying doing this. I think I'll probably do quite a lot. I might put them all out in one big blurb and get everyone to like every one of them or something. Well, you should be liking them anyway. Like and subscribe. Catch you later.